Okay, so addressing the elephant in the room. During the filming of Doctor Who The Heart of Time, we cast Charlie Evans as our brand new Doctor who appeared right at the end of the film. The plan was to have him appear as the Doctor from this point onwards for the rest of the series that we were filming. And for the first few months of filming episode 1, things were going well. Charlie was great in the role, and we had new actors, and things were looking up and up. Unfortunately, me and Chris were faced with the news that Charlie was dropping out and was unable to film the rest of the series with us, which left us without a Doctor. But he wasn't the only new actor we had for this series. For we met a guy called Edward, who we initially cast as one of our companions for this series. And we liked Edward, he was good in the role, we got along well with him. So when the role of the Doctor became vacant, we had the idea of asking him to see if he wanted to play the role. I initially didn't think he would do it, but to my surprise, he said yes. And now, Edward is our new Doctor. So this is our Doctor.
Hello.
This is Edward. How are you feeling about today?
Say again?
How are you feeling about today?
It's trepidation. First day filming, and there's always that anticipation, that nervousness on the first day, but I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Essentially, we're doing a lot of things in this story that I've wanted to do for a while and haven't had the chance to do because I've always been in front of the camera, and now I'm behind the camera and get the chance to think about how this is all going to look more. So the Doctor's just regenerated. The TARDIS has gone crazy. He's fallen to Earth, and there is an alien invasion on the horizon. It takes the Doctor, his two new human friends, Stephen and Vicky, coincidentally the same names as some First Doctor companions. Totally coincidentally, I didn't realise that till very late on. And of course, the Brigadier and units.
Yeah, cool. So before we go in, we were planning to redo our TARDIS up while Charlie was still on board. So now it's a bit of in-between stage where it's sort of like our old one and sort of like the new design I was planning to cook up. So just here where it's kind of unfinished, but still.
We're going to blame the regeneration causing explosions for the ever so slight.
There's always a reason.
Yeah.
I just realised you haven't seen the TARDIS before.
I have no idea where I'm going.
I'll have to apologise for its deconstructed state. I also have to apologise for how hot the TARDIS is. It's like of all our
A shed.
sets.
Well, the engines are heating up.
Yeah, of all
I
our
don't
sets.
know why they're heating up, but the engines are heating up.
This is the hottest one, and it gets hotter because we have to like shut the door when we film.
Pretty normal.
Don't
worry, I filmed in 3 layers of velvet in 36 degrees in a set with live fires on it.
Oh well, this is nothing then. You'll be fine.
Revamped.
Where's the scanner?
Oh,
That.
so
Yeah.
that used to be the scanner. That's the secondary scanner. That's also going to become the main scanner.
That.
So we'll just use that.
Okay, so I'll look at
And
that.
the
And
oldest-
you'll put something on it.
Yeah, and on the old design, that panel wasn't there. That's where the scanner was. So hence why it's all blank.
This.
Yeah, because it's new.
Right. Might have to run this a couple of times.
That's fine.
'Cause I'm-
Doing Doctor stuff is always a lot harder because it's a lot of very fast talking and.
I'm going to be a very slow talking doctor. These are going to be 1 hour episodes now. Speed up!
The Doctor on Adderall.
Yeah.
Because we had to recast our lead actor, we pretty much had to redo the whole episode from scratch. Because not only was it just Charlie we were replacing, we needed an actor to fill Edward's role. In the end, we had a trilogy of actors, including Edward, Simon and Steffi, and as such, we shot the whole episode again, even though we already had a rough cut where it was like, 85% done. We just need to do some reshoots on it. But that original episode with the original cast, that was scrapped. We had to scrap and start the whole thing over again. And I don't just mean getting new actors to refilm the bits we already had written down. We changed the script a few times, and we even changed the location of where we are filming. Now, originally we filmed at a park in Sutton. Then, because our actors are quite a distance from me and Chris, we decided to find a middle ground and film in Clapham.
Go with you.
Yeah, come with me. I can't remember my line.
To anywhere in space and time.
To anywhere. I can take you anywhere in space and time.
You can time travel?
That's what the TARDIS does.
That's what what's the whole line?
I don't know. I just know that bit. This way.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I just realised, all these years we've been filming at my place, and this is the first time we filmed at your place.
How weird is it?
Yeah.
Usually we don't
How
film...
long we've been doing this and we've not shot
Yeah.
anything in
Well,
your house?
Every companion has lived at Kenny's house for the past 10 years. And
My house is the centre of this franchise's universe.
And
so-
the only reason we didn't do that was because, obviously, because I have a dog and he's older now, so he just sort of walks about and doesn't really do anything. Obviously, years ago he was younger and he's a cocker spaniel. So when he was younger, he was like running around, wants to see everyone all the time. Now he's like he still wants to see everyone, but he's a bit slower.
For us, the polarity of the neutron flow. Omega's coming. Oh no, hang on. I stopped him. Where am I?
You know.
What about things on the table?
Yeah, things on the table. Oh, but that's an easy fix.
As if we're being sponsored by Tropicana.
If only.
Yeah, if only.
That Tropicana big bucks. So we've got an older doctor, which is something that I never originally planned for. The first episode, a lot of the doctor's dialogue is quite generic in terms of doctor. And that is because when I wrote the script, we didn't have a doctor. We then cast a younger doctor originally, which was Charlie, who had to pull out unfortunately. And now we have an older doctor, which is something that I'm not against at all, because my favourite doctor is Peter Capaldi, who was 55 when he took on the role. Same age as William Hartnell, actually. Yeah, so we got an older doctor, we've got an older male companion with Stephen, and then we've got the younger female companion with Vicky.
Hello, my name is Simon Richardson and I'm playing Stephen Dawes this season.
Hi, my name is Steffi. I'm 24 years old. I'm an actor and a massive Doctor Who fan.
I always envisioned Vicky to be younger. Stephen was originally intended to be around about the same age, but I actually quite like that we've got an older actor playing Stephen, because he is quite a complex character, ex-army medic, so he has seen some things and has had some traumatic experiences in his life, which are going to very much play into a lot of this series. So it'd be interesting to see how these characters evolve over the course of the series, and I hope that everyone enjoys watching them too.
Okay, so for confidential sake, what's the context of this? So what can you say?
So, Stephen suffers from PTSD, ex-military, and he is seeing a therapist. That is this scene.
Okay.
That's about as much context as you need, really. Yeah.
So this is our little therapist office. It's Chris's office actually, but
Yeah.
still.
Which is why there's a lot of Lego.
Uh-huh.
We couldn't tell I like Lego. I mean,
Yeah, the psychiatrist has this relief that he needs to make Lego. It
Yeah.
actually relaxes him.
He-
So
he
it's
says-
It's all his patience to make
Yeah.
Lego.
There we go, that's it.
you
Yeah.
see
Free
so
Lego
many
sets
people
for
that he's like, oh, there's so much in my head that just needs...
I'll make it into Lego.
Well, Stephen is a complex character. He's back from Afghanistan. He's seen some horrible things. He was a medic for the military, so he has some problems, and he's clearly walking straight into some more. And whether his experiences will help him or not remains to be seen.
And Charlie wasn't the only actor we ended up replacing. Steffi wasn't part of the original cast at first. Edward was. As for the character of Vicky, we had a woman named Lily play the role, but eventually she had to drop out. When Lily dropped out, we had a cast vacancy, and so Steffi became involved with the production. And she was just a delight to work with. The moment she came in, she was bright, full of energy, and she was so cooperative throughout the whole process.
I'm just looking forward to acting again, specifically with like just not by myself, but with other people. Because I've missed it, because I haven't done acting since I was at uni, and it's just been, based on my personal life, it's been a bit rocky, so it's just been nice to act again and just be around other actors and other Doctor Who fans that, you know, will have a passion for acting as well as Doctor Who as well. I feel like she's very feisty, she's very sarcastic, and but she also, like many others, she has like a side to her that like no one kind of sees. And she is very caring deep down. I think she just chooses not to share it as a weakness, you know, being a police officer as well. So she chooses not to share that. And I think I love that quality in a person as well. What's wrong?
Circuit board's acting up.
In other words, your handiwork doesn't work.
Don't diss my handiwork. Only just regenerated. Cut me some slack. Oh, here we go. Come on.
You sure that thing works?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure that thing works?
I corpsed.
Brilliant.
I corpsed. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Oh God. The ADHD was hitting me.
Okay, since there was no space for me to go, back there without getting the shot, I got into this gap here between this wall and this mailbox. I told you to get that. See, I told you it was a gap.
There's a massive
Doing some BTS.
Oh,
I was like, oh, we're actually shooting near the transmitter. And I didn't realise because of the cars. That thing's loud.
Is it?
It's just like humming and buzzing.
Oh, really?
So I was like, I think if we do it slow, like over here.
okay.
So you're still in the area of it. Yeah. I'm not competing with two different sounds.
Yeah. Well, three, because you have our dialogue, that transmitter, and all the cars.
Yeah, because you have to do ADR. We're gonna have to ADR, guys, because there's loads of cars around. The joys of acting and filming.
Okay, so that's all your scenes done for the day.
Yes.
How was your first day?
I really enjoyed it. I love acting. I love being a part of it today.
That's good to hear. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I look forward to being here for many, 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 many hours.
There is a new sonic screwdriver. Talk me through your thoughts when I said to you, I want to do a new unique sonic screwdriver. I want you to design it and I want you to build it.
For me, it was trying to find the right balance in designing the sonic screwdriver. Find the right balance between the classic style as well as something between the carry elements over from the modern designs. You're trying to keep the spirit of the design without looking like I'm copying it. Trying to find the right balance between old and new. Something that was sleek, slimline, but not too minimalist. Something that would stand out but not too overly designed. So to make this sonic screwdriver, I took a toilet paper holder. Then I put in boiling water until I pried it apart, like so. Removed the spring. And I wanted to design it in a way that I could take it apart in order to change the battery. So all I need to do is just push it in. There's a tip there, but I covered it in mirror and ordered around the end into a more bullet end. The emitter end is just the lid of some toothpaste. I drilled a hole through it so the line can shut through. I took a arts and crafts jewel, covered it in mirror and then glued it on. There's some mirror here inside the lid. I did that so it would sit on top of the toilet paper holder. Plus this is where the glue will stick to. So how this works is basically there's a torch built inside it. So here's the torch here. It's pretty small, like this is how big it is. But it's pretty bright when you shine it. See, look at it. That is bright. So this is going to be the power source for the sonic screwdriver. In order to change the batteries, I just take the thing apart, like so. Then remove the cover and I can simply just charge it up. Charge up the torch whenever it needs to be charged up. I drilled a hole for the button here. There's a bead here, which I glued onto the button. Press it and it lights up. You can still see it light up, but that's because no matter how many layers of paint I use, the plastic is so thin the light shines through no matter what. This is how flimsy and how thin the plastic is. Like, look at it, I'm just shining the light through it. Look at it, look how bright this is. Not only will the light shine through the tube, but it will also make the diamond glow. You see there, it makes the yellow light. How does it feel to be a director?
I love it. I much prefer it to acting. It's just nice to be able to go, this is how I want it to look. Like, I've imagined it. I've occasionally dreamt about it. So yeah, it's great to have that, be in that role officially and actually get to frame the shots and, you know, be the creative that I've kind of wanted to be for a while.
Okay, so we're redoing at least some of the Brigadier stuff because we have this phone now, which Chris found.
Yes, which I don't know how familiar people are with the classic series, but the Brigadier always seemed to have like a red old school phone.
Right, yeah.
And it was just sort of a detail that I thought was quite cool to include.
Yeah, but the thing is, the camera's on this side and the phone is here. I mean, I have to use this hand just to use it like this, even though I'm right-handed, so...
So, yes.
Yes.
Let's just roll with it, I'm afraid.
Uh-huh, exactly.
What's it like playing a character with such a long kind of legacy and history within the show?
I think he's one of the more uniquely different roles that I've played throughout the whole fan series, because not just because of the legacy, just because of the way he carries himself, the sort of mannerisms and the way he's written in the script. He's a more serious and more stern sort of role, like, which does counteract the sort of like roguishness, the bohemian, that anti-authoritarian that the Doctor is normally portrayed as. I did rewatch some of the old Pertwee episodes, especially the ones where it's set with units. So basically just to see that, imagine what a character like Albert Gordon would, how he would grow up with that sort of person as their father. And also looked at how Kate acts, watched various episodes with Kate Stewart, and just try to imagine how a person within that family would act, especially how they would look at their family members, what insight they would have, and try to look at it from their own perspective. I say they're a bit of a sort of in-between section between them. So the bit of class of Nicholas Courtney with somebody assertive or Jenna Redgrave, he's a bit more serious and tight-lipped compared to the two, so...
Yeah.
He's a bit more serious and a bit more tight-lipped, so he was basically more of a straight man in order for the Doctor to interact with. So how do you feel about the new cast?
Good. Good. We've had a very productive day. And we've gotten some good... Sorry, this is just stressing me out. Yeah, we've had a very productive day and we've got some good material out of it. Looking forward to editing it, which I will do tomorrow probably because it's far too hot today. We have battled the heat today. The heat has been the Doctor's enemy. But yeah, I feel good about this. It's a different direction. Haven't had to change the script too much to accommodate that. So, yeah.
And now, an exclusive sneak peek of episode 2.
Doctor, you have returned.
Whatever he's promised you, it's a lie.
How can I trust a traitor like you?
Because I've dealt with his kind before. You have to trust me. He will betray you.
Silence. You shall perish at the hands of Kor the Destroyer.
Hang on, wait a minute. We surrender.
Hold on. What?
Surrender.
Are you joking? This is the second time you made a surrender.
I'm not. Put your hands up. Surrendering is often the best strategy.
Great plan, Doctor. Nice one.
I have a plan.
This is merely a distraction technique.
Throw these traitors in the dungeon. We must be ready for battle.
I would advise.
You will advise nothing. I am the king. You will heed my commands. Now lock them up. We will deal with them once we are victorious.